Hello, Gilbert from Lopez Concrete and Construction. This is Joel from Magnet Marketing SEO, and I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online. All right, and I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste mine, so I'll try to make this as quick as possible. If at the end of the video you want to hear more information, let's set up a 10-minute phone call. If not, no problem. Take the tips we give you and you can apply them yourself as well to your site. All right, so I don't see a site for you guys, and you don't have one listed here. So I'm going to just kind of show you another site and show you what you're kind of missing out on by not having a like a site like a .com, for instance. So if I'm looking at a website, the first thing I'm looking for is content, right? That's the first tip we'll talk about. And, ideally you want to see 1,500 words of content on a home page. And the reason that you want so much content is that the more content you have, the higher Google will rank you. But the other reason is that the more content you have, the more keywords you can put into that content. So I just have an example here: concrete contractors, San Angelo, Texas, for an example. The one that we looked at, they probably have maybe 300 to 400 words of content there. They're not really that close to even 1,000. Never mind 15. So the first thing you see in any Google search is an ad here, or usually you'll see more, but there's just the one here. But after that, you're going to see this map section. And the top 3 companies show up here based on citations in this little preview screen. And citations are just when you get your business name, address, and phone number listed into a directory site. And these are sites like Yellow Pages, Yelp, Home Advisor, just to name a few. After the map section, we're going to run into the organic section. This is where we start to see companies show up with their websites as well. So if we were looking at these, these don't show up randomly. This is all based on Google's algorithm, and it's specific to this keyword, right? So they probably have it in it somewhere. So if we're ranking this keyword, concrete contractors, San Angelo, Texas, number 1 would go to Liberty Concrete and Construction. Number 2 would go to Better Business Bureau, which is actually more of a directory. Home Advisor, directory number 3. And number 4 would be name and numbers. So what I'm going to do is take Liberty Concrete here as our example, and I'm going to plug it into Ahrefs, right? Ahrefs is a program that we use that helps us to analyze some sites, kind of tells us what's going on, gives us a baseline, right? So if you think of the internet as a popularity contest, whoever has the most votes is going to get the most attention, and in this case, views to your site and visitors. So right now we're seeing that Liberty has 6 referring domains, and these are just websites online that have links on them that when you click those, it brings you back to their page. So 6 referring domains, sending them back 13 links to their page. 55 keywords they can be found for in searches, such as what we put in: concrete contractors in San Angelo, Texas. And these are what really do drive the visitors to your page, are the keywords. It's really important. So the 55 keywords they have are bringing 49 visitors to their site every single month. So if we click their keywords, we can actually get a look at them. First thing we're going to find is their name, Liberty Concrete. This is just people that are searching for their name because they know who they are. They're probably repeat customers, could be referrals as well, or maybe they saw their name somewhere on a sign, a truck, or something. So 100 people do search Liberty Concrete just like that, and they're in the number 1 position for that. All right, so they're going to get the majority of that. And I may not have mentioned it, but in all Google searches, there's 10 results that show up for each page. So if you want to be on the top page for any keyword, then you have to be in the top 10 for that keyword. So for Liberty Concrete, which is their name, they're number 1, which they really probably should be number 1. So you want to have that, which brings in your repeat customers, but you also want to have terms that bring in new, right? So here's a good one here: concrete San Angelo. 60 people do search it, and they're number 1 for that one. Angelo Concrete, 50 search that way. They're number 9, so at the bottom of the first page, but still on the first. Liberty Concrete, their name again. Let's see. Here we go. Concrete San Angelo. Is it the same one? It is the same. All right, but the key is you see that they're number 1 for a lot of these, even though a lot of these are their name. But they do have a couple 9s, but they're on the first page for everything, and that's really the key. So what I just want to say real quick is, you do want to be careful of having any kind of national terms, like if we just had concrete in here, because that's something somebody could search from anywhere, and it wouldn't necessarily be very helpful for you, even if it brought in a lot of traffic. All right, so I just wanted you guys to kind of see what you're missing out on by not having a site. So even though their number is 49 for visitors per month, just kind of do the math on that. Okay, if you had an extra, let's call it 50 visitors, and you had a .com site, right, with LopezConcreteConstruction.com, and you had 50 visitors to it, how many of those visitors would be, phone calls? How many of those phone calls would turn into estimates or quotes? And how many of those quotes, estimates would turn into jobs for you guys, right? And that's per month. So how many extra jobs per month? How many do you guys want? 50 is actually pretty low for visitors. I think we could definitely do better than that. So anyway, guys, so anything we've told you about today, it's something that we do have a service for we could fix. Thank you for watching. Take these tips for free. The only thing we do ask that we will follow up with you and just ask you what you thought of the video, probably tomorrow or the day after. So thank you for watching and have a great day.